Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. May the peace and blessings of Allah be upon you all. We're going to cover the third verse of the first chapter of the Quran, the chapter of Al-Fatiha, the opening. This verse is Maliki Yawmiddin, the owner of the day of judgment or the day of recompense. We want to talk about two main things. The first thing being that we as Muslims confirm and we acknowledge that there is a day of judgment. There will be a day that mankind will be judged for every single thing that they have done. As in the Quran, it's been mentioned that it will be even if it's the size of an atom's weight, or a mustard seed, that they will be held accountable for that deed, good or evil. So we acknowledge that this day will take place. When? We don't know. There are many events that will take place on this day, and it's been mentioned in the Quran in numerous verses. And you can find a lot of these verses in the last part of the Quran, the last juz, as they say, the part 30 of the Quran. The Quran is in 30 parts. It is in the last part. You will find many different things that Allah mentions will take place on this day. We also believe that there is no day of living in this life, this physical, tangible life after this day. This is the last day on earth. So there will be no return. And this is why we call it Yawmiddin, that it is the day of recompense. Because on this day, Allah will be the ultimate judge. So we want to talk about some of the words in this verse, being that He is the Malik, He is the owner, that Allah is the ultimate owner over every single thing. We may have ownership, but it is conditioned ownership. It is a partial ownership. It is not full authority and ownership over it. So Allah is the ultimate owner, and He is also the owner of this day, being that He is the judge. He will be the one that will judge between us. What is He judging? He is judging the deeds that we have done in this life. The deeds that we have done. The good that we have done, we shall be rewarded for it. And the evil that we have done, we shall be rewarded for it. There will be a punishment and there will be a reward. But we should always know, if you have embraced this religion of Islam, you have performed the most important right, which is giving the Creator of the heavens and the earth His due right by worshiping Him in all aspects of worship. Yes, other ways of life have aspects of worship, but we worship the Creator in all aspects of His worship and His actions. So therefore, coming into Islam and embracing Islam is one of the best deeds that can be performed, and it, in result, is the best form of expiation, that any sin that you have committed has been washed away when recognizing that Allah is one, He has no partners, and that Muhammad is the last messenger, and that He called people to this oneness of Allah. And this is why the scholars of Islam say that Islam relinquishes everything that came before it, whether you drank, whatever you've done, that it was sinful. The fact that you have the ultimate source of recognizing, ultimate source of goodness, and turning towards that to rectify your life, this is what's most important. But what's also important for us to know is that due to the fact that He is the ultimate judge, no one can judge you. There is going to be no one on this earth that can judge you to say that you are this and you are a person of the hellfire. In the same token, we as Muslims cannot say that this individual, specific individual, is a person that is of eternal damnation, because we do not know how they are going to die, and Allah is the ultimate judge. So we cannot guarantee that claim. Therefore, it's not for the Muslim to do that for non-Muslims, as it is not for the non-Muslim to do that to Muslims. And brothers and sisters, ladies and gentlemen, being that Allah is the judge, we have to remember also that it is not our deeds independently by themselves that will enter us into heaven. Because we have done all of these good deeds, we cannot assume because of these deeds we are bound for heaven, not serving any time in the hellfire, eternal bliss. This is an aspect of the unseen. Therefore, we cannot guarantee that. And this is why the second verse of the Quran is so beautiful that He mentioned it before this verse, being that He is Ar-Rahman, Ar-Rahim, the beneficent, the merciful. Because it is the mercy of Allah that would allow us and will turn the door and open for us to go to Jannah. It is the mercy of Allah that has gotten us this far. It is the mercy of Allah that we will receive eternal bliss. Yes, the actions are an incentive, but Allah is the ultimate judge and has the ultimate verdict. So with that, brothers and sisters, remember those points. Remember that we as a pillar of our creed, that we believe that there is a last day, which should be an incentive for you to do good deeds. And we also believe that no one has the eternal authority to judge, and also that our deeds are not independently the reason for us to get into heaven. We ask Allah the Creator to make this a means for us to increase in our good deeds, because we do not know when this day will be. We ask Him to make us of those who live upon these verses and to act upon them and to remind others of that with goodness and with righteousness. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. May the peace and blessings of Allah be upon you all. Thank you.